I was talking to a friend the other day back in Milwaukee, and he said, I haven't heard you play a song for about 30 years. And I was thinking in my head, I wonder if I could still play that. It's an old Charlie Daniels tune. You might recognize it. I was cruising along out from LA, cruising along in my Chevrolet, toking on a number and digging on the radio. And just as I crossed that Mississippi line, I heard that highway start to whine, and I knew that left rear tire was about to go. Well, spare was flat, and I got it tight because there weren't no filling station inside. So I just limped on down the shoulder on the rim. I went as far as I could, and when I stopped the car, it was right in front of us, a little bar, kind of a redneck-looking joint called the Dewdrop Inn. Well, I stuffed my hair up under my hat, told the bartender that I'd had a flat, and would he be kind enough to give me change for one? And then I called up a station down the road a ways, and he said he wasn't very busy today. He'd have somebody there just about 10 minutes or so. He said, now you just stay right where you're at. And I didn't bother to tell the darn fool that I sure as hell in a rush to go. I just ordered up a beer and sat down at the bar. And some guy walked in and said, who owns this car with the peace sign, the mag wheels, and four on the floor? He looked at me and I damn near died. Figured I'd just go ahead and wait outside, so I paid the man for my drink and headed for the door. I was heading for the door when the door opened in, and these 5 big dudes come strolling in with this one old drunk chick and some fella with green teeth. And I was almost door when the biggest one said, tip your hat to this lady, son. When I did, all that hair fell out from underneath. He looked at me and I felt kind of sick. Knew I'd better think of something pretty quick, so I just reached out and kicked old green teeth right in the knee. He let out a yell that'd curl your hair, but before he could move, I grabbed me a chair and said, watching folks, he's a fairly dangerous man. You may not know, but this man's a spy. He's an undercover agent from the FBI. He's been sent down here to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. He's a friend of them long-haired, hippie-type pinko bags. Hell, I'll bet he's even got a commie flag tacked up on the wall inside of his garage. He's a snake in the grass, I'll tell you, guys. He may look dumb, that's just disguise. He's a mastermind in the ways of espionage. They all started looking real suspicious at him, and he jumped up and said, now just wait a minute, Jim, you know he's lying. I've been living here all of my life. I'm a faithful follower of Brother John Birch, and I belong to the Antioch Baptist Church. And I ain't got a garage. You can call home and ask my wife. And then he started saying something about the way I was dressed, but hell, I didn't wait around to hear the rest. I was too busy moving and hoping I didn't run out of luck. When I got outside, they had my car on the jack. They was about ready to take my car off the jack. Threw them down at 20, jumped in and fired that mother up. Mario Andretti would have sure been proud. The way I was moving around past that crowd, coming out the door and headed towards me at a trot. And I guess I really should have gone ahead and run, but somehow I just couldn't resist the fun of chasing them all just once around the parking lot. They headed for the cars, but I hit the gas and I spun around and headed them off the pass. I was slinging gravel and put a ton of dust up their ass. Had them all out there flinching and catching like their heads was on fire, and their asses was flinching. But I figured I'd go ahead and split before the cops got there. And I'll tell you, I did learn one thing from this little trip. I wonder if next time anybody think I flipped if I went to LA via Omaha. Y'all come back now, him?